about corruption in Greece, but data showing that nearly 2% of the population of one Greek island is registered as blind seems to have taken the practice to new heights. Well, James Angelus in our Paris bureau and Costas Paris here with me in London is here to tell us about the island of Zakynthos. James, first of all, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, James. What exactly has been going on this island?
Well, over the past few years, an increasing number of people have been claiming to be blind. And in 2011, it had reached, according to the health ministry in Greece, about near 700 people, which is about 1.8% of the population of the island. And normally, according to at least one study, published in a journal published by the WHO, the World Health Organization, it's European countries of the type of Greece's type should be about 0.2% of the population, the prevalence of blindness as an estimate. So it's about 9 times higher than what it probably should be.
Is this just because of the poverty in the island?
Pardon me?
Is this just because of the poverty in the island?
No, actually, the people aren't really blind, according to the health ministry. What seemed to be happening is well, according to the health ministry, there's a suspicion that a doctor and a local politician on the island were liberally handing out these benefits to certain people. Of course, the doctor and the local politician deny that they had any culpability, and that's the story. The story has created a lot of anger in Greece, and really a sense, it was on the news quite a lot recently, and there's a sense of, at least one moderator on a television show I was watching was really saying, this kind of thing can just make us crazy. It makes me think that, it's good what the Troika is doing to us. It's good that they're coming in from the outside and imposing these changes on us.
James, just stay there a second. Let me ask Costas Paris. Costas, is this just indicative of the depth of corruption that's been going on in Greece? Is this just a silly story, or do you think it really is, shows up the underlying problems?
Well, it is an example on the state of Greece that has been prevailing for the past 30 years or so. It's not unique to Greece. We know a number of European countries where the number of people who have
political patronage that's as old as the hills, isn't it?
Yeah, but it has taken new importance, I guess, because of all the poverty problems lately. It's a corrupt practice. It's not the only corrupt practice. There's a number of corrupt practices that are under investigation. Another one that just pops into mind is pensions from people that have already died, and their children or relatives continue to receive those pensions. It's something that has to be stopped, and it will take time to do it.
I was just going to say, how successful is the government in actually doing this? Because, it's obviously a very difficult time to crack down. I gather in the case of Zakynthos, James, that, some of the people on pensions that were also claiming this benefit, their pensions were already only, about the equivalent of $400 a month. So, in fact, this additional money actually nearly doubled their pension.
Right, well, that was the claim, and this is a disability benefit that comes from the health ministry. There are also disability pensions, which are coming from other sources. That's a different phenomenon. But yes, people told me that, look, I can't live on a pension of 300, an old woman told me I can't live on a pension of 300 euros, about 300 euros per month. I needed this to supplement my income. She didn't feel guilty about taking it. She felt like she needed it, and she felt like this kind of survival, this way of surviving for her. Also, I just wanted to add that the Greek health ministry said this is a widespread problem in Greece. They recently had a census, and they said 36,000 people that were claiming a disability benefit in the previous year now have stopped claiming it after this census, and they say that number is the number of people who dropped their claims because they were.
James, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. And lastly, Costas, do you think there's really any chance that the government can change what is nearly a cultural thing? Briefly.
It will take quite some time. It will take the new government to make very, very clear that it will not accept this kind of
it's going to be a hard job.
Practice is going to be a very hard job.
Thank you very much.